going just a minute ago and had a little bit of a emergent situation happen, which was kind of interesting. It's never happened before, so but we're back. I won't be posting that live. That was weird. That was very weird. So, anyways, so our cat kind of had a freak out moment. So, anyways, we're back here in the plant room trying to clean stuff up, and I'm just kind of I did a video on these knobs and I'm just kind of cleaned up some things in the plant room. This is one of the terrariums that I was working on just a little bit ago. And I was going through the different plants in this terrarium and naming them. This is the watermelon Paleonia. This is Anthurium. It looks terrible. It's always looked terrible. I've had this for probably 2.5 years, 3 years, and it's never looks good.
Well, I thought it was just me.
No, it's just always, it looks terrible. It's like Villanueva or something like that. I have, and then this one I can never, something with a P, or maybe it's not a P. I don't know.
Oh, I think it looks like a pterodactyl.
Yeah, it does look like a pterodactyl.
No, the name. It starts with like a PT. It's like
no, it's not that one.
Oh, dang.
But it might be though. Actually, let's see. No, I don't think it is, but let's look and see.
You said it does look like a pterodactyl.
Well, Picturenum. That's what it is. Sometimes I'll randomly have the little names in there. And yeah, so this is Picturenum. And this cool thing about this one, it looks like nothing too crazy, right? But when it gets a new leaf or it gets like sun stressed, it will turn the most vibrant, like almost like an autumn vibrant, like burnt
crazy.
orange. It is crazy. Also in here is the watermelon Paleonia. Talked about that. Also talked about, this is the heartleaf philodendron, which any kind of philodendrons or scindapsus, pothos, all of that, when they're in the terrarium, because they are able to basically crawl along, they're able to sink their nodes into the actual soil, and so they get really big leaves. This isn't huge, but this is a lot bigger than a lot of times the heartleaf.
Normal, yeah.
Yeah. This is a jewel orchid, and you can see here that it's got some flowers on there. Very pretty. So if you
My first time.
Jewel orchids are kind of weird. They're like, they can be very difficult to take care of, but for some reason, this jewel orchid, I killed the others, and then, or I probably shouldn't say that word on here. I didn't make, the other ones didn't make it. But this one, it always, I tell you what, it does so great, like crazy great. Another one, this is one of my first plants that I ever had. Not this one particularly, but just this kind of plant. This is a Dieffenbachia, I think is how you say it. I always think of like the trash service when I think of that. What, Dieffenbach?
Yeah.
Something like that. And then we've got, what else we got? We got some begonias back there. These are just like outside begonias, which may seem weird, but I have a hard time when it starts getting colder. Just letting them out, just stay out there and die.
She digs them up.
I do. But, you know, it's kind of one of those things where I feel really bad for them. So, there's this thing called, like, some people have with certain objects, and it's like object empathy or something like that. I definitely have plant empathy.
Absolutely.
I do. Okay, so let's see. The next one we've got, this is actually something coiled quail or something like that. Even though it looks like just a piece of grass right now, this stuff gets pretty cool looking.
It's just a weed.
No. Let's see. And then this is a type of begonia that I propagated. I have 1,000 of these propagated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
And they all look a little different based on the light that you give them. And you can see there how deep kind of burgundy red it is. It's very pretty. And here I've got, this is one of my favorite ones. I like the open door, front door terrariums. There's a lot of different things in here.
They're a lot more expensive.
They are, but I really do enjoy them because they're easier to get into. This is the Alicamelo, Melo, however you want to say it. Ooh, I didn't realize. Well, I'm all looking past this one. This is the Syngonium tricolor. This thing used to be so expensive, and then I got it for a decent price, but this stuff's really easy to propagate. But plant prices have come down so much, thank goodness. Even though now I don't buy any. Isn't that how it works? This is the oxalis, which grows from these little, like, almost like bulb corm-like things.
Purple shamrock.
Yeah, basically. But actually, I don't even think it's in the same family.
Well, it looks like one.
It does. Everyone thinks that. But here I've got, this is a lipstick plant right here. This is a type of begonia, again, like tiger begonia or something like that.
Oh, I thought it was a peperonia.
Nope. This is a tortum. This is a Birkins back here. This is
I'm doing
a
blind shot over here.
Florida ghost. Ooh, look at the other one. Ooh, pretty. Pretty. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. That's so pretty. Ugh, that's really pretty. These are sometimes weird about growing, but here's a Maranta. Here's a orchid back here. Save the orchids. That's my plug.
All calatheas are Marantas, but not all Marantas are calatheas, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And then here's the Black Mamba. Everybody loves this one. If you are into selling plants, which I am not, but if you are into selling plants,
Wish you were.
if you were into selling plants, then you would do well on this one. Everyone loves this one here. This is the tricolor, the Scindapsus tricolor. This also used to be one that was super expensive. A lot of these in here used to be super expensive, and now not so much.
Wait.
What?
This is a Scindapsus tricolor?
Yep.
And this is a what tricolor?
Which one? Oh, this is Syngonium tricolor.
Syngonium tricolor.
Yep. A lot of plants have the same, like similar names, but different families. Here is a...
Looks like
It's a pink princess. Yeah, I can never get the pink.
Wait,
they always
that
look
looks
crappy.
like that looks like a strawberry shake. The leaf you just took off.
No, it's pink princess.
Okay.
Either that or a red Anderson, but I'm pretty sure it's a pink princess because I put a pink princess in here.
Oh.
And then another one, we got another pink princess back here, which is kind of funny. I think it's a pink princess. But these never look good. People love these things. They just don't look good for me. I actually like the reverted form more, even though,
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. Here's a Gryphon begonia. These things get so big and grow so fast.
I'm just calling it a griffin.
Whatever. Gryphon, Griffin, whatever. Here is the queen. She was she wasn't one of my first rare plants, but she's not real happy in here. She's doing okay, but I can tell she's just like, I don't like these. She's a little stuck up. So, but yeah, that was like the original one that everybody wanted, this one here. One plant, I shouldn't say one. I do have a few plants that I would like to end up purchasing, but I've been really good with not purchasing any plants for about let's see.
A while.
Yeah, it's been quite some time. And so
months. I feel like
months. It's been a year.
I know. Well, I'm saying yeah.
It's been a long time. So been a long time, and then this one is another type of Syngonium. This is a Syngonium albo. This is another begonia, just outside begonia. We've got a tortum in there, and then this one's a really cool one. This is I think a Doriaki, I think.
Is that what that is?
Pretty sure. Like,
I thought it was a blush.
So anyway, so that's kind of what's in here. I like to clean up sometimes in the terrariums. They're really good about just kind of tending to themselves for the most part, but you do have to still look for pests. You do have to clean them up as you would have to do by themselves. Let's see. Oh, and I can't tell, I think I've got a Melanochrysum back here. The Melanochrysum, you can see here, this is also back here. I'm surprised that's growing so well, and it's not even really growing well. But that's a Melanochrysum, and I don't ever do very good with it. I'm very sad about that because I feel like I should be able to do well with Melanochrysum, and I just...
Is it because it's a velvet leaf?
All the velvet leaves ones don't do very well with me, so I think that's the case for a lot of people. And I've got a donkey tail right here. I did have...
Was that what that is too?
Yeah, this is donkey tail too. It looks okay. Here is a silver sword, which I think this is such an underrated one. It's so pretty.
A sword.
It looks completely different when it gets bigger. Let's see what else we got here. This is the Calathea terrarium. I don't open this a ton. I also have a Cupria in there. So
love the Cupria.
Cupria is really pretty in there. I got a Luxurians, which this is always a good favorite one. I've got, this looks like Radicans. Yeah, Radicans. And it looks a lot like Thanthurium. It's not the happiest, but once we put it outside, it will be happier. So a lot of these plants in here, they will just end up getting kind of, they're not very happy until I put them outside. And yeah, just have to kind of work with what we got right now in the plant room.
They really do like the outside better, don't they?
They love the outside, as long as it's not like direct light. If it's direct light, then they're not real happy. Unless they're like certain types of plants that obviously do better in direct light. Some though will burn straight through the leaves, so it's kind of a fine balance trying to figure out what they like. I've got
Yellow says hi.
hi. Well, hello. Good
Yellow.
afternoon, depending on where you are. Let's see. And then I've got like little spider babies. And then this one I will probably never get to looking super great, but I do still like it because I think it's got really cool leaves. It's like amdrium silver. So I always think that it's really pretty, and I do try to propagate it, and I have done a little bit better. I like these pots right here, the hanging pots. I didn't think I would, but they work pretty good, pretty well. Then I've got, this is actually supposed to be a Florida ghost, but it's not in a whole, yeah.
Really?
Yep, because up here, I'm pretty sure it's a Florida ghost. Unless that's just...
Florida green?
Well, that looks like a, ooh, look at that. So this tells me that it is a Florida ghost, because when Florida, there's like Florida green, Florida beauty, a bunch of different ones, and this one in particular, it will look like a pale yellow, and it's pretty cool looking, and light is really the big factor that makes it look super.
Is.
Yeah. So, and then I've got also this, let's see here, I'm kind of cleaning up some of the, I've also got a Rhaphidiform tetraspermum variegated.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So, and then I've got a Paraiso, which, this thing, I love it, but it has had scale for the longest, and it just, I don't know, it doesn't super affect it, but it drives me crazy. I can't stand scale. Like, it's so disgusting to me, and it just tends to like hang on to certain plants, and some plants are not quite as affected as others. But like, you can see here like why the pear. So it kind of reminds me of the whole say bueno, whatever, bueno. I still want to say bueno, but it's bueno, whatever. But you can kind of see why it's kind of a pretty. And then when it's not as much light, then it will get like that, which is not too pretty. I won't clip this. Probably later I will, but you can see another leaf here, how pretty it is. That's really pretty. And then if you look back here, I've got more terrariums, but this in particular, the neon, you can see when it starts getting areas where it can kind of start digging its roots into dirt, the leaves will get huge. And that's the same concept of a moss pole.
Yeah, those are pretty big.
They are big, yeah. And it will keep getting bigger if you let it. This one was a terrarium that I decided to put, like, throw all kinds of things in there, like all kinds of pothos. And that was my goal. And so I'm actually pretty happy about it because I didn't think it was going to do this well. It's actually doing okay. So it's still kind of one of the newer ones, but it definitely is one that is doing pretty well. So, and then over here, I've got, kind of moving around here a little bit, we've got a Biliate, we've got a dock block, we've got a Niger laminum, I think is how you say it, right here. These are pretty cool. I didn't think I'd like them this much, but I really do. They're pretty sturdy plant. I've got a golden crocodile, which is all over or something. I've got, I'm thinking. Philodendron, I think this is McConnelly, or it might be Philodendron McConnelly. I don't know where the tag is for that.
It's not a Dark Lord?
No, Dark Lord I have in the shower.
Oh.
This is a Burrow Marks variegated. And you can see some is reverted on some of the green leaves. This thing is real easy to propagate. Most of these plants are really easy to propagate, but this one just drives me crazy. Then I've got, oh yeah.
Maybe, no. Okay, that was weird. It's on.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Okay, sometimes I guess it does that. It kind of stops. You had a
Well,
little freak out moment.
A plant touched the screen. It was really weird.
Oh. Well, I thought you were talking about the scale because I saw some scale. I thought he got.
Oh, scale.
I thought because this one, and this is another one that sometimes scale can go on it, and it doesn't do much to it, honestly. Ooh, something. I don't know what happened there. But look at this, my monstera elbow. Yes. Oh, this is. Okay, and then, so look at that. I need to dust them. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little excited. But look how pretty that is. Now, this leaf will turn brown soon.
I was going to say that's...
Yeah, some people say to, like, cut it off. But, you know, because it will brown quickly and it's not as helpful.
Pretty.
But it's, yeah, I like to have it. You can see the lower leaves down here. They have had their time. Yeah. And then look how pretty that one is. I need to prop this. I never had honestly, I never had any luck propagating these. This is the first one that I've been very successful with, and I think I did get it from a leaf, from just a root. So in other words, if somebody...
A node? Or
from aerial root. It had an aerial root, but like someone gave me, I bought, I think it was like $200 at the time, a top cutting, which are supposed to be more successful or just better overall. And it had a root like that. I had bought several before that. It just never.
I remember.
Yes. And I did everything. One came rotted though, and I tried to save it. The seller was great though. They didn't end up refunding me the $200. So I thought that was really good. So I just kept on trying. I wanted to keep trying, and thank goodness I did, because this is just a stunning plant. Some people can't stand it because how difficult it can be. It's really been very easy, honestly.
Sharon Hughes says everything looks so lush.
Thank you. Well, I can't wait to get things outside because I feel like it's doing okay, but it's not as happy as I'd like it to be. But considering it's inside in a plant room, you know, it's the best it's going to be. I do want to show you guys something very interesting. If you want to grow your, whether it's monsteras or whatever you have that has aerial roots or just in general, any kind of roots, I like to do this because I think this helps to make the leaves bigger. I take literally some, oh, that one not so good. That one came off. But I'll take like a cup, and then I'll put the roots in there. And then this one, not so, I just recently put that in there. But you can see back here on this one, if you can, there's tons of root. And this just started from one simple one. And so I put a bunch of the aerial roots and put it in here, and look at all that craziness. That's not what it started with. And I wish I could show you guys a little better, but it will help your plant grow a lot. And I try to change the water every now and then. And then I did that in the front here too. And it's already, look at this. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, wow. That's an aerial root?
This is the aerial root, and then that's how you basically start a whole new plant from it. So if I were to cut this, I can put it in the soil. And it honestly I have it climbing up here. I have it attached with plant tape. And so it's really happy overall. I do water the bottom, but like, you know, I try to put the aerial roots into the actual soil, but you know, sometimes I like to put them in water too. I think that's good.
Sharon Hughes asks, I have a Swiss cheese plant with aerial roots up to 2 feet long.
Oh, wow.
Should I leave them on?
Absolutely. I mean, that's, you want to actually probably put them, there's a couple different things you can do. Wow, that's kind of crazy. With the Swiss cheese plant? Yeah, really?
What she says.
Interesting. How big are the leaves, I'm wondering? Because what I would do is I would take those roots and I would try to either put them in the pot that they currently are in, like you could tuck them into the pot, or do what I did, just have like a, you know, some kind of like glass jar in the back where you can't see it, or in a pot so then it doesn't fall over, and just put it in water and just keep on refilling that water, and really it will help it grow bigger. It's really interesting though that you say that you have that for the Swiss cheese, because I don't think I've ever had mine do that. Of course I've had mine on moss poles for Swiss cheese plants, but you know, I think it's interesting hearing the different things that people experience with their plants and what happens. I think definitely different environments. Here's another one. You can see from the roots up here that I put in water, so you can see how it's growing. That will make, and if you look at these leaves up here, look how crazy those leaves are. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know if I can see it or not.
Yeah, I see it. I see
Okay.
it. Here's a rattlesnake plant. This stuff grows like crazy in the terrariums. Here is a clipolata. Clipolata. So I don't know if that's really how you say it. It's probably clipolata or something like that. But that is a one of the first alocasias that I had, and it's relatively easy. It loves to grow in the terrariums. Let's see what else I got. Here's a Syngonium chiopens. This looks very chiopens. This looks very different than most Syngoniums, but I love this one because it's very hardy, very easy to grow, very easy to propagate, and it's just beautiful. And I remember one of the first times that I had it huge, like it was like a huge plant.
Oh, huge.
It was so like literally like
Like it was
a
like up to
stunner.
the ceiling and
Yeah, it was so pretty. And then I don't know what happened. I think I cut it down and all of that. Sometimes what I'll find on my plants as I'm working around is I'll find a really dry one. And this is a really dry one, but this one does okay. Some of these like ropey looking ones, or the ones that kind of hang like that, long leaves, they're kind of annoying to me, but you have to have them because I don't know why you have to have them. Just for looks, aesthetics, you know. I don't know. So
it's a different texture.
it is. Well, and a different.
No, I mean
just-
in like the almost like not angles, but like you know.
It's definitely a different. It adds something
Yeah.
that you need in every plant. Another one I'm going to show you guys, which is this one right here. This is one of my favorites. It's always going to be one of my favorites, probably. This is a silver dragon alocasia. This is also one of my first alocasias, and I love it. It's overall pest resistant, although I do sometimes see spider mites on it. And it's really weird if it doesn't get enough fertilizer or consistent watering. But overall, look at that. Like, that doesn't even look like a real plant.
We actually
right?
lost it for a while.
Yeah, and I have, well, and, not that one.
Oh,
No,
really? Because
no, no.
I
It
thought
wasn't that
there were
one.
days you were like, "Where is that silver dragon?" Like, where?
No, that was that was the silver tooth or the dragon tooth.
Oh, dragon.
Yeah, there was a
tooth.
dragon tooth I lost, and when we were like for about a month or two, we were sorting out everything, and I was rearranging stuff and cutting things.
There's the dragon tooth.
Well, what happened is I ended up putting it. I don't know how this happened.
In the pot?
No, I think what happened is I was repotting with soil, and I put a Syngonium in a pot with used soil, and then later on I walked out the door with the Syngonium and I saw the dragon tooth pop up. And that's because the corm.
That's the best.
Yeah, that is the best.
That's like finding $20 in the dryer.
I'm very sad that the corm, I don't know if it's still there, but the dragon tooth, I love that one. There's a dragon tooth corm or alocasia, and I don't know what it is about it, but it makes me happy. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now because I got to go water this. And then maybe we'll be back later.
I didn't know how to do